Hey everyone, I'm grekaosangel and welcome to another stream of the Legend of Dragoon. In the last stream we started Disc 3. We didn't get very far uh, outside of the beginning of the third chapter, mainly because we started off in the town of Fernai. We went out to the Evergreen Forest. We did an optional boss by defeating the wolf Kamui, and in between doing that, we took the time to level up our characters. I really wanted Shauna to be at least a level 4 Dragoon, and amongst other things. Well, what I did was, we'll see when we jump back out into the game, we're going to continue where we left off, so we will move on with the plot in this stream as much as we can. And there's a few things that I have done differently. So let's jump back in and I'll explain what has changed. Most notably, will be the fact that I've spent a little bit of time, and by a little bit, it's only about 2 hours or so, gaining our main party, Dart, Shauna, and Rose, to their 5th level of their Dragoon forms. I also tried my hand at learning some additions. Some that were particularly difficult to pull off. So as you can see, Dart's a level 5 Dragoon, so is Shauna and Rose, which means we have their 4th and final magic spell. Basically, it allows us to summon the spirit of the dragon that gives us our powers, an element of our Dragoon forms. Rose, I finally managed to do the hard blade twice. I still hate it. It's still probably the hardest addition I've ever had to try and use. So for the most part, we're not going to be using it. I don't like it. I can't get the timing down. I've practiced and I just can't seem to get it. On the other hand, I was able to max out Madness Hero. So while I can still do that fairly consistently, I don't do it consistent every time. So I'm sticking with the one that I got the timing down right. I know I'm not going to get interrupted by counters and all sorts of other nonsense. We're sticking with Crush Dance, not only because it has comparatively damage percentage and SP gain is right where we're going to want it. We could probably go the rest of the game and just use this and we would be fine. But definitely we will see how things go once Dart learns his next edition and see how difficult the next one happens to be. I know it's going to have more sequential addition, so I'm not quite sure if I'm going to be able to pull that off with the right timing or not. We'll find out. Anyways, we want to go ahead and head out. It would help if I went in the correct direction. Alright, this way. And then I believe we go down here. Let's block that dark elf from attacking us. For those of you who are wondering, this is a fairly decent place, the first area of the Evergreen Forest, if you want to try and level your Dragoons up. Especially the Wounded Bear. It will have a huge HP that you can kind of whittle down with your additions. And for those who don't want to take the time to look up a chart, to go from each successive Dragoon level, you need 2,000, 3,000, 5,000, and 10,000 SP points, and it resets after every level up. So from level 4 to 5, we needed 10,000 SP gained from additions. So you want to utilize the ones that are going to give you that good 100 or more SP per successful use. That way you can very quickly, in only a matter of 20 or 25 battles, because if you fight the bear enough times, you can get, I was doing 6 or 7 madness heroes per battle, so it's a good place. Although I believe Madness Heroes, actually, it might be worth our time, anybody's time, to really level it up, because it does give a huge SP boost, double than everything else for Dart at this point, but you don't get any increase in damage. So you just do normal damage, but you get double the SP, so it's one of those, you know, is it worth using or not for the speed and tricky timing that it may have? I did not remember that we were going to lose Rose. Mayru's not much of a total loss, but it's looking like I'm thinking we want to go with Albert, simply because he's a level 2 Dragoon as opposed to the others who are at 1, and he's got at least some fairly defensive magic in a Dragoon with that Rose Storm thing. Oh gosh. You just had to leave us, Rose. I hate these forest runner things. They're a pain so much. They have a nasty habit of bewitching or casting de-spirit on your characters, which is not nice. I was not prepared for that. Should probably see if we have anything worth equipping on Albert. Chainmail. Armlet. Iron knee piece. Let us give him... We'll give him a spirit ring. That's actually nice. Because his, what is it, Rose Storm? Is really effective. Crystal Palace in Leningrad. So we got the typical stuff as most big towns have: hotels, clinics, weapons, and item shops. We'll go ahead and save. Things are going to be shaken up quite a bit once we're done here. Okay, let's see here. So to the right we have a shop. Okay, let's see. That ought to be nice. Go ahead and buy that for Albert. Now let's see, Protector. I don't see it coming up in any of the items we might pick up, so buy it, but we're not going to arm it. We already have those. Armor of Legend. These, I believe it's one of 3 items in the game that makes the game a cakewalk by giving such a huge, as you can see, a defense of 137. And the other one I think is called a Legend Cask, which will give you a huge magic defense. And I want to say the third one is the Ultimate War God. I think all 3 items cost 10,000 gold, which, considering we only have 3,400, you don't get gold very easily in this game. So it's something you really want to work up towards to buy. And we're going to be utilizing this, these type of armors and stuff when we get to the optional super boss of the game. But that's still like disc 4 and onwards. So it is interesting to note that that is there for us to pick up if we wanted to. If we could, actually. Okay, there's a couple of things. Well, let's see what we can sell. We can get rid of 1 body purifier. Pick up some healing breezes because we got 4 of those and 3 of those. Mind purifiers are nice to have. Let's get rid of 1 thunderbolt. Earth, darkness. No, we'll leave it at that, and we'll buy a healing breeze. No, we'll heal. We'll buy a mind purifier. Okay. Okay, behind the shop here, this big kind of building here, is a church. We can get into it. Okay, we want to hear about this. I want to say we get an FMV, but we might not.
The divine tree is the tree of life. All life comes from this divine tree. In the beginning, nothingness filled the world. Then the creator Soa descended from the sky. And his followers created the world. In the end, Soa sowed a seed on the earth. The seed soon grew to be a great tree. The great tree bore 108 fruits, and various life forms arose from the ripened fruits. Thus, 108 forms of life were created to fill the world with life. The divine tree completed its role, but the story says it is still protected by the signet of Soa.
Okay. I want to head to the left over here. I believe this is the hotel. Nope, this would be the clinic. Okay, so it's one screen over. Okay, this is the hotel. I'm not quite sure. I want to say this is the library. Nope, that must be this one. Nope. Okie dokie. By process of elimination, I have determined this is the library. Okay. By a further analysis and process of elimination that's slightly more improved, this is the library. Okay. Okay. We can't seem to enter, so let's talk to this one guy again. Maybe he has some sort of a clue as what we have to do to get in there. You know? Okay. We had to talk to the librarian Ute.